Good evening. Today is 24 September of 2022. It's a short video on trending news. The Chinese President Xi Jinping has been under house arrest. It is what is trending on the Twitter and other YouTube news channels. So, if he is under house arrest, next the Army General Li Xiaoming will be the president. He is taken over as the president as of now. So what will be its impact on India and Indian markets on Monday? If this news is true, only and only if this news is true. Even if this news is not true, unless and until Chinese government clarifies this matter, this rumor will cause more damage than the news itself. We need to understand few geopolitical situations here. When you look at Xi Jinping's, he was facing widespread opposition in his own party. It was a 2-year-old back news, and it has been increasing. It was in between in the news. And Li Qioming is an army general. It usually happens in the communist ruled countries, where the army general will be having more power than the president, or they will overrule anytime. And their constitution is little different, so that doesn't matter to us. What matters is geopolitical situation surrounding the China. This was the actual China which was expanding its territory with its muscle force. Now it is planning for Taiwan. The US may had an internal or news from Pentagon or confirmed source of news from the Pentagon. That is why the highest civilian officer or the highest civilian ranked person, Nancy Pelosi, last few months back visited Taiwan in spite of so much opposition from the China. That shows that China was aggressively planning to take over the Taiwan, which it is claiming as its part of its country. This may be triggered because of success of Russia to have a control over Ukraine. The same may be the strategy may be used by China to take over the control over the Taiwan. But taking over the control over Taiwan and the Ukraine has a different scenario, and they are viewed in a different perspective. Both Taiwan and Ukraine are independent countries. Ukraine was a part of Russia, and it has got separated, and it is managed directly and politically indirectly by the Russian government. When it saw it is going to be a NATO member, it is going to cause a threat to the Russia, it wanted to take control over Ukraine. But this is not on the case of Taiwan. I am not claiming that China or Chinese government is planning to take over the Taiwan as of now, because there is no need to hurry. It has not caused any threat, or it has nothing to do with the much business with the Taiwan and China. But definitely China is very hungry for its border expansion, which usually it does. And looking at this geopolitical scenario, right now this rumor will cause more damage on the market rather than the news itself. That we should know. And coming to the effect on Indian market and as well as the global market, Indian market and Indian government was in a good not a good, not a bad statement about bad relationship with China. It was just a business, economical, but only the border issue in the Assam and Sikkim area and Arunachal on the Arunachal Pradesh. So that will not cause an immediate threat as of now. What we are going to face a problem is India imports from China around it is more than $80 million, $80 billion. Okay. Mainly the electronic and telecommunication products, that is our mobile phones mainly, the electronic goods and electrical goods, then vehicle parts, nuclear machinery, then following is fertilizers and the medical tools, mainly the raw material, raw chemical for the manufacture of drugs. These two industries are going to be affected much more than anything else. And we are dealing with the electrical and electronic products. The stocks which are dealing with electrical and electronic products, which are importing more of the raw material and the raw products from the China, will be affected. Followed by the drugs or the pharmaceutical companies and the fertilizers. What we export very less, that is iron ore. And if China, it may take some time or it may stop some time for construction and other works. So these companies will be affected, mainly the iron dealing companies. So this is what we import from the China. If you compare the oil and petroleum products from Middle East, including Saudi Arabia. This is electrical and electronic equipments. This is mainly the electrical, electronic equipments, fertilizers, and raw material for your pharmaceuticals. And we exported service, mainly to US, followed by UAE, the agriculture products. So we are importing more of fertilizers. The raw material fertilizer stocks will be affected. But some people may claim that we have a fertilizer backup from the Russia. If you look at the global map, the Russia, if it has to send, it has to come through this Black Sea in the Turkey, and then the Suez Canal, then coming to the Red Sea, Yemen, and to India. Now, as of now, we are importing. Most of it is from Saudi Arabia, Iran, and some part from Iraq. The most of the oil and petroleum products. So the Monday when we open the market, we may have mainly effect on the electrical goods which we are importing, the companies which are involved in electrical goods. Next followed by the highest is your pharmaceutical raw products, then fertilizers, and the vehicle parts which are already expensive, they may bleed, but highest will be the electronics and electrical products, then medical tools and fertilizers. The export of iron ore and steel may be reduced for some time. Very soon it may be recovered. So take care as of now. Thank you. Good night. On further exploring, the biggest importer from China is USA. It is the highest importer from China, and the raw materials and technology, the trade war time we studied it in detail. Then with India also it has got highest trade. We have highest trade with United States, okay, and China, then followed by United States, okay, largest partner with the imports from for India. Among this, if you look at the companies, It is Tata Motors highest, and it has got highest sales from for its JLR also. Okay, China is one of the key market for Tata Motors. This is the company which is going to be affected on Monday, and the followed by is the VIP Industries and the Voltas and Kaplan Point Laboratories. This is King for Science Technology. It is not a listed company. They are having a plastic subsidiary. They are having a rerouting of this product. It is not actually manufactured and traded in Indian stock market. It is rerouting for the China for geopolitical issues. Other than it has nothing to do with only four companies which are going to be affected more on the China recent geopolitical issues, the China's local regional issues. Okay, that's all from my side. Take care. Good night. Thank you.